following video is sponsored by Cygames. Try the game for free on Android, iOS or Steam. Download links are available in the video description. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, Furo here, bringing you a new Shadowverse deck guide today. The recent expansion Wonderland Dreams is out since last week and I'm sure all of you have experienced quite a lot with the new cards. Personally, I had some fun with HAVENCRAFT over the last couple of days, partly because I was able to open 2 lines and of course also because apparently the deck is performing decently right now. The first tournament results since the expansion was released are also showing a very healthy win rate for HAVENCRAFT, so this might be a great deck to go for the next couple of months. While HAVENCRAFT already was a thing with the previous expansions, the power level has increased even further due to some new additions to this archetype. The core strategy is still the same, just a bit stronger than before. So you're trying to drop a lot of amulets on the board, these are then providing you with Stormute that can target your opponent's face. It is an aggressive deck type that can burst out some huge swing turns. First and foremost, I have to show you the new legendary card called Lion of the Golden City. He was somehow created for a neutral HAVENCRAFT deck, but in fact the tempo swing that the Lion King can provide is awesome, even if you're running only a low amount of neutral followers like you're seeing in our deck of the day. When you play the Lion, you will put an amulet that costs 5 play points or less from your hand into play and then it will get destroyed. Which means that you will get the last words effect, so prepare to get some followers on the board easily. On top of that, he is getting cheaper for every neutral follower played earlier. Most of the time you will get him then on the board on turn 5, so in addition to the followers from the amulet, you're looking at an amazing amount of stats that can shift the battle completely. To make things worse for your opponent, Wonderland Dreams also introduced a new 5 play point amulet which is working perfectly alongside the line. March Hare's Teatime gives you 2 tin soldiers on the board, one when you play the amulet and one as a last words effect. Tin soldiers are 5 play point units with 4 attack, 5 defense and the ability to deal an additional 3 damage when you evolve the creature. In combination with the effect from the Lion of the Golden, you are then looking at a board worth of 9 attack and 10 defense for 7 or lower play points. That is not only amazing, but super painful for your opponent as well. On top of that, HAVENCRAFT also got a second fantastic legendary with Wonderland Dreams, the Princess Snow White. She is not biting into an apple this time, but instead biting into some followers. When the first princess is going down, she will summon a second princess that is then getting evolved. Instead of an understated follower, you will then get another follower on the board that is up for some great value and of course giving you way more than what a simple 2 play point follower is normally giving you. The 3 new additions to the HAVENCRAFT class are a good showcase of the new power level of HAVENCRAFT with Wonderland Dreams. You can also expect to see some great Aegis HAVENCRAFT decks popping up in the next couple of weeks, because there are also some fantastic new tools out for the control deck of HAVENCRAFT. As usual, I will now show you the deck in 1 or 2 games in action. I hope that it will clear every question you have. If not, then please ask me in the comments. And also don't forget to smash the like button or subscribe to the channel for free. Appreciate that, and now let's go to see some gameplay. Alright, so our first game will be against a Shadowcraft player. Shadowcraft is not as popular as it used to be before Wonderland Dreams, so that is a good thing. Have a Tribunal of Good and Evil here, no need for that. Heavenly Hound, really don't like to play that on turn 2, normally it's better a bit later, so we hope to get something better to play here early on. Pinion Prayer is on the other hand pretty good. So Sacred, Pinion Prayer, Blackened Scripture. Yeah, you know what? We will then start with the Sacred. Get some additional cards in our hand. Blackened Scripture is working wonderful against Shadowcraft in general. And yeah, just not a single follower, but well, with the Sacred we're getting more stuff in the end and can play Blackened Scripture on the next turn. Or we're just going for the Pinion Prayer. Depending on what he's doing here. If there's nothing incoming. Oh, that's nothing incoming. That is really slow. Just got another Blackened Scripture. Wow. Okay, that's an amazing starting hand. I'm not really sure why I'm getting so much Blackened Scriptures here, but well, we will try our best. So, again, has Skull Beast, okay. That is a bit late. Yeah, Soul Conversion. So maybe he was waiting for that, but he could have played that last turn as well, probably not. And again, the board is empty. We got the Princess Snow White here, I would say. Divine Birdsong right now looks cooler than a Princess Snow White, which is only costing 2. Divine Birdsong costing 3. We have triple Blackened Scripture and the Princess Snow White right now in our hand. We're getting more cards on the next turn. We're getting a Falcon. And oh wow, he's playing... Oh, that is strange. Why would you play this one on an empty board? Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Blackened Scripture is just getting rid of that. Then I would say we are going for another Sacred. We are going for another Pinion Prayer. You could also go for the Beastcall Aria, but there's always a chance that we are drawing the Lion King here, and then the Beastcall Aria can be played for free and getting activated instantly. So the smaller cards right now, plus the extra card draw, looks a bit cooler. First damage now in, he's down to 18. Zombie Party killing our small Falcon. And Spartoy Sergeant, giving him 1 extra shadow, plus another soul conversion. Man, this one is greedy. Already has 7 shadows here. A lot. Heavenly Hound, Beastcall Aria, so I would say we're going for the Beastcall Aria. We're evolving our Regal Falcon, pushing the 5 damage in his face, so he's down to 13. Going so slow right now, I'm not sure. And Heavenly Hound is a 2-4 with a ward, because we have an evolved allied follower in play. On the next turn, another Falcon is spawning, the small guy, so that's another 2 that we can push. But on the other hand, we have not much to do here. Lurking Corpse, great for the Blackened Scripture, but there is a Necro Assassin, so that is bad. Everything is going down. Good for him. Definitely good for him. And just another Heavenly Hound, wow. Has not used any sort of evolution so far. How about just the Blackened Scripture? Evolving the Holy Falcon. And dropping Heavenly Hound and the Princess Snowbird also on the board. So that's another 4 into his face. He's down to 9 here. Heavenly Hound. And the Snow White is coming. We're getting additional cards on the next turn, so more opportunity for us to deal more damage. And if we get a Winged Sentinel Garuda, for example, the game might already be over. He was so passive over the whole game. I'm not sure why. I mean, you have now a lot of cards. This is Soul Hunt, he's dealing 3 damage to an enemy follower and he's getting 1 shadow. We still have 3 points of damage on the board. I mean, he also has 2 evolution points. So whatever he is dropping, he will kill the Heavenly Hound in most cases. Oh, Midnight Hound. Getting more shadows. He's preparing something. Something huge. Oh, that's the Winged Sentinel Garuda. Is that enough? So we are dealing 3 damage. We're getting an additional 2 here, down to 6. That's enough. So we can also play the Dark Chain, but seriously, Winged Sentinel Garuda it is. 3 in his face. And we are spawning 2 more units here. And that is good enough. We can also then evolve, for example, the Holy Falcon here. And pushing 6 into his face. He's currently at 6. Oh man, he was preparing something huge here with the shadows. Fortunately, not working for him, and he's down. Next up, we have a Forcecraft player. And if you face someone as passive as our last player, you have obviously a very easy play here. Very, very easy. You will just overcome that easily. So the start... And I don't like that too much. I want to have some amulets here early on. Also, you have a curve here. But to be honest, Beastcall Aria, for example, is pretty cool. And obviously, something for turn 1 is always the best. So if you have a Sacred, that is always the best, because your opponent is most often not doing that much on his first turn. So it gives you the opportunity to draw more cards. And we are going second, so getting an additional card. There is still hope that we're getting something to play on turn 1. Falcon is also decent. Elfshard May, dropping that on the board without taking the additional damage. So getting greedy. The fanfare effect is only working if there is a follower in play, so it's not like he can push the damage into his face. Just he has now 1 small unit on the board that can hit us in the face. We are still dropping the Beastcall Aria, giving him the opportunity to hit us a bit in the face for the future value that we're creating through the amulets. So we are then starting, as I said earlier, with the Beastcall Aria. That will be it. He was not playing anything on the last turn either. So just an Elfshard May. Super slow start for him. There's another Elfshard May. Which could mean that he is looking forward to play the Ancient Elf on the next turn to get those back. There's a line of the Golden City. In that case, I would say we are just dropping the Celestial Archer here. So the line of the Golden City is getting a bit cheaper. Also have a Dark Jeanne here, which is working excellent against Forestcraft, dealing 2 damage to all other followers and give those everything plus 2 attack. And if he has, wow, all the Elfshard Maze already on the board. If he then has all the small units on the board, so 4 fairies or so, we can just clear everything. Goblinbreaker. Guess we're going for that. The bad thing right now is that we have not another amulet in hand besides the line of the besides the Tribunal of Good and Evil, and that's not a good one for the line. So we're dropping the Goblinbreaker here, evolving this one, clearing both units on the board. Pretty small stuff. And on the next turn we are getting the stuff from the Beastcall Aria. So that is more stuff that we can do. And we have the opportunity to play the line of the Golden City, but to be honest, if we are not getting anything, we might just not do that. depends a bit. I mean, Tribunal of Good and Evil might also be cool. Fortune Tafina. Goblin Mage. Let's see if he's not dropping the Goblin Mage here. Then we might just play Line of the Golden. Oh, he's not doing that. So yeah, then we might just kill this one. Or we're dropping Blackened Scripture. Let's see what else is there to do. Man, I mean, just a huge board then. And we can push damage in the face. So on the other hand, we could also just play Winged Sentinel Garuda. And yeah, okay, we're keeping the line for now. Let's just kill the unit anyway. Push 2 in the face. If we like, we can then play the Winged Sentinel Garuda on the next turn, activate the Tribunal of Good and Evil again, so then he's killing another unit, and we can push 3 in the face. And right now, I would expect that he's killing the Holy Flame Tiger here. Goblin Mage gives him a random follower that costs 2 or less. There are 2 fairies now in his hand. And Crystallia Tia, and this one gives him Crystallia Eve as an evolved follower because he has played more than 2 cards. Which is definitely decent. Oh man, so Dark Jeanne. That would just kill everything, but we are not getting the additional effect. That's still worth it. So he's at 6 cards. Yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes. Everything going down, we have then still a huge follower here on the board.
I'm sorry, Tia.
And ending the turn then. Keeping the evolution points for now, we might need those later. I mean, you could push that to 7/7, but then if he has something to kill a unit, not really working. Fairy, that's 1, that is 2. We might see a Rhino. Stalia Lily. And okay, it's the Ancient Elf. Which is then 5, 6. He can evolve, so that's then a 7, 8. Which means he's down to 3 defense, and we can just use the Blackened Scripture. If we like that, we could also play the Winged Sentinel Garuda and kill the unit instantly. Now there's another one, so why not do that? So our unit is getting crushed, we're dealing 3 in his face. And he's down to 15. He's now out of evolution points, so our units are kinda safe. We still have 2 evolution. And we have still more damage to go. Another Winged Sentinel Garuda might be coming. Especially if we get a small amulet now. If we get something to play here alongside. Oh, Crystallia Aaron. So he's getting another evolution points. He can heal. Crystallia Aaron is now killing our Winged Sentinel Garuda. And unfortunately, he still has 4 defense, so we cannot easily kill this one. Grimnir. Yeah, not really. Not really. So it might be just the line of the Golden City. I mean, the Winged Sentinel is only 6/6, that would be a trade. Yeah, we're going for the line, evolving that, and also dropping them the Heavenly Hound. I want to keep the Grimnir for now in the hand, and playing that later on turn 10 as an additional effect. The Heavenly Hound is coming, gives us a ward, a 2/4, we're killing his unit. This one's only at 1, so potentially an easy target to kill. But if he's not killing that, we have a 7/1 to attack, so also excellent. Sylvan Justice, yeah, he's going down. Getting another fairy into his hand. 7 cards right now. I've not seen a single Rhino so far. That might still be coming. Crystallia Tia, wow. Just getting that down to a small snowman. That's not a huge creature that he was targeting with that. Sacred. Yeah, why not? So Winged Sentinel Garuda. Drawing some additional cards here. We still have 2 to go. And he's getting 3 in the face. Down to 15. There is a Pinion Prayer and there's Snow White. I would say we are going... See, we're going for the Snow White. We're then using our last evolution point. We use that on the Winged Sentinel Garuda. We're clearing the whole board. Next turn, Grimnir is coming. Just gonna trade here for now. 7 damage currently on the board. Grimnir is coming. Good for another 4 damage. Plus we have 7, so that's 11, and he's down to 4 then. Or he's just dropping a Jungle Borden, which is enhanced, so he can just attack our face if he likes that, and apparently that is happening. Well, that means just that we're dropping the Grimnir still, and with the small Princess Snow White we can kill those 2 units, which is really excellent. And we have a ward on the board, so if he's interested in going for a Rhino, 6 cards were down his hand, that should be tough to kill us. So that is a kill. The other one is also getting killed. And we can push 6 in the face, so he's down to 5. The bad thing is, we have only Blackened Scripture in our hand. So now it all depends on what can he drop here. There's a Goblin Mage, which might give him a Rhino. He already played the Elf Child, so these are out of the question for him. I would say it's a good chance to get a Rhino here. Apparently not, and he is conceding, so we're winning another game.